Hey everyone, my name is Young. I'm a stay-at-home dad living in Australia, and for the last 3.5 years, I've been able to do this because my job's been 100% remote. It's honestly been huge for our family. My wife and I don't have family nearby to help out, and with a 6-year-old son, it really helps knowing that one of us is always around, especially if something comes up at school. Financially, it helps too. Both my wife and I are working, and having two incomes instead of one makes a big difference, especially with how expensive everything's gotten lately. Today is a bit earlier than usual, but most days I start work around 8 a.m. I roll out of bed, turn on my computer, and that's it. No commute, no rushing out the door. Everything just happens at home. Before I worked remotely, I used to commute into Brisbane 5 days a week. I live on the Gold Coast, south of Brisbane, and the whole trip there and back took just over 3 hours every single day. That's a lot of time. Once you add work, breaks, and sleep on top of that, there's barely anything left for yourself or your family. And working from home completely changed that. Not commuting saves me time, money, and energy. I'm not paying for fuel or public transport, and I'm not stuck eating rushed lunches. I can actually have a proper hot meal at home, which sounds small, but it makes a difference. The biggest win though is flexibility. I can be there if my wife needs help or if my son needs me. For example, today I started work a bit earlier and took a shorter break so I could pick up my son up early for soccer training. Stuff like that is why I really value working remotely. If something happened during the day, I wouldn't be stuck ages away in the city trying to get home. That said, it's not perfect. The main downside for me is isolation. I chat to coworkers through messages and video calls, but most of the day it's just me, my work, and my thoughts. I don't really talk to anyone until I pick up my son or see my wife later in the evening when she gets back from work. I'm not super social to begin with, so I can handle it, but I've definitely noticed my social skills have dropped a bit. Even recording this voiceover took more effort than I expected because I don't really talk that much. That feeling of isolation is probably the hardest part. But overall for me, the pros still massively outweighs the cons. Anyways, that's my take on working from home as a stay-at-home dad. Let me know what you think, and maybe I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.